Reddit is one of the most important keyword research tools for SEO and AI search, but marketers don't use it to their advantage. In this video, I want to show you how you can identify what your target audience is talking about on Reddit, their problems and challenges, the questions that they have, and then how you can pull in those questions, pull in that data set, and then create content ideas and content from that. So first, let's start with some data and some context. Profound, an LLM visibility tool, recently came out with a study of what sites get cited the most, or what sites get mentioned the most as a citation in these LLM answers. And what's interesting is that each of these LLMs, ChatGPT, Google AI Overviews, and Perplexity, all cite different sources differently. So let's go through quickly and see that ChatGPT, for example, cites Wikipedia the most at 7.8%, but Reddit the second most at 1.8%. Google AI Overviews actually cites Reddit the most at 2.2%. Again, remember, Reddit and Google have a partnership, and Perplexity cites Reddit the most at 6.6%. So this is telling you that these LLMs are sourcing their answers most from Reddit or Wikipedia or YouTube. So it's really important to understand what is going on and then understand what those questions are, and then how you can answer those directly in the media that you do own, your blog, your socials, your videos. So you can use Reddit to identify what these questions are for your given niche. So let's go, for example, into, you can just Google. So you go to site, so you're searching only on Google for your particular keyword, and then you can add different parameters or keywords to filter down. So let's do that as an example. If we go to, let's say, for example, that we are looking for SEO. So you do site : Reddit. So that means you are filtering all searches to only search on Reddit. And then let's say you are looking for SEO and AMA. AMA is a Reddit specific thing, and ask me anything. So if you're an expert, you are saying, hey, ask me anything about SEO, content marketing, email marketing. And then people in the communities will ask questions and then you'll answer them. So it's a great way to exchange information and then to establish your thought leadership and authority. So I did it here for SEO AMA. And the first one that comes up, for example, is with Lydia Infante, ask me anything for big SEO. And so you can see that it is based on, you can see the time. So you might not want to pull stuff from 6 years ago, but some of the more recent stuff, these are questions that are that people are asking, and then the answers are coming up. So let's see, in this Reddit thread, for example, Lydia Infante has been in SEO marketing for 10 years, a bit about her, and then there's a whole thread of questions. So this is a great way to identify what the questions are. If, say, for example, you are looking to see what people are asking in the SEO community. If you are looking to get more bottom of funnel, or maybe you're a physical product in the e-commerce space, you can use modifiers like the best or how to or versus if you're looking for alternatives. And basically this is a great way to use Reddit to filter down for the specific type of query that you're looking for. And then you can pull in those questions and then use those as an inspiration or just a general guidelines for the type of content that you might want to create. So you can also use a paid tool like a SEMrush or an Ahrefs if you want to look deeper into a specific subreddit. So in this subreddit, for example, was the big SEO subreddit. So we just take that URL, reddit.com/r/subreddit, big SEO, and then we'll see all of the different keywords that are ranking within this subreddit, within this URL. So we can go here, top organic keywords, and we can see all of the keywords for big SEO. So Charles Float, convicted pedophile, not exactly what we're looking for, but how to find web traffic, check traffic on website, cloud stack for SEO. So these are all related search queries. So say you want to dig in deeper, how to check site visitors. Let's go into this subreddit. You just click here, and then you can actually see the subreddit. If anyone wants a free tool to find out a website's traffic, SimilarWeb. But then that's how you can just identify the particular keywords in a subreddit that are ranking. Now here's a new feature that Reddit is rolling out. It's actually in beta, as you can see here, is the answers. So they're basically coming up with their own LLM answers version that is the same as Gemini or ChatGPT, Perplexity, where you're basically asking a question and then it will actually pull only from Reddit's subreddits and threads. So let's say, for example, how to succeed in SEO. So let's just kind of like follow along on that SEO thread. It's going to give you a specific answer, but pulling from the different subreddits and answers. And what you can do here is you can just, again, go through on this subreddit. It'll give you the categorized nicely, go through, and then you can go through on the subreddit, and then you can see some great content here. So again, another way to identify what people are asking. Once you identify what your niche is or what questions you're trying to answer, then you can use this. So once we've found a subreddit or a thread that might be aligned with the type of content that we're looking for, then we want to basically copy that, and we can use the AI to help us identify the content that we can create from it. So let's go through the process here where it will pull the questions. So it will take the content and help pull out what the actual questions people are asking in the subreddit. Then it will cluster it by intent. So it's based on like how to decide on something or how to implement something, the how-to, the diagnosis, the ROI, or actually some actionable template that people can use. And then from there, create content, draft snippet answers. So snippets are really where you can stand out in terms of increasing your likelihood of being cited by a large language model is by having short quotable snippets. So that's where you might have like a 45-word answer to something specific. And then what schema you can use, and then the page structure. And then from there, you have your blueprint of the type of content that you can actually create. So this is the full prompt here. And it goes through each step that I just covered. And let's see what the actual content is. So I pasted the prompt that I just showed you. And then I also pasted this Ask Me Anything with Lydia Infante. And it is all this text. Now this is a lot of stuff, and the LLM will help review it, pull the data that we're looking for. So what those questions are, what those themes are, the frameworks, the templates, all that stuff, and then help us give the answer. So it's basically spoon feeding us what content is, what nuggets of questions or challenges are in this AMA that we can answer with our own content. So here is the output here. So again, we did input our audience, our business goal, and then some parameters or boundaries. And then here are the specific questions in the thread. So each of these are really great. If you think about what your niche is asking, these are actually questions that are coming up in the AMA. Do you think we'll see Google go hard on AI search anytime soon? So there's no real like right or wrong answer here, but it is probably a question, and you can have a hard take on that. Hidden questions inferred from pained objections. So I think this is also great content. How to interlink info, schema belongs on which page. How do I step up to large-scale SEO responsibly? So all these are questions in themselves. Then we're talking about the jobs to be done. How do you cluster this into some of the different frameworks of how to make a decision or how to implement the diagnostic stuff? So here are a bunch of great ideas. And then the prompt will help extract that into specific content ideas that are AEO ready. So this is basically a content brief that you could use to create content straight up from the prompt. So this is there's a lot here, but the point is that we're using Reddit as the source of what our ideal customer profile is talking about, the questions, the challenges, the problems that they're addressing. And then let's use that as our inspiration for creating content so that we are addressing what they're actually looking for. So again, you can go to Reddit, find those in specific subreddits. Maybe you're using a paid tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs. Find some different subreddits and then search in that subreddit for the URL, extract the questions there, or you're just using Reddit's AI answers and then spending some time going through and seeing it. Then you can plug that into a prompt like this, and then you're coming up with questions. So Reddit is a fantastic resource for SEO and AI SEO, LLM visibility. So once you understand how you can pull the content that is on Reddit, distill it down into ideas to inspire your content, and actually just create content and that you can repurpose on different platforms, your blog, your socials, your videos. That is a great way to create your content workflow and your content engine. If you have more questions or you want to learn how to create great content with AI, make sure to click the link below and watch this video. Or if you want help with this in a done-for-you service, make sure to click the link below and book a call with me. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks so much.